So my name is Lynne Galliford. Oh, I was born in Pembrokeshire myself. I was born in the Tenby area. My father was from that area. He was born there too. My mother's from Aberdare. And they met and got married and lived here. I went to school in Landred Nod Wells. I think when I was about 4 or 5 to 16. Yes, definitely. I definitely felt a pull to come back to Pembrokeshire, definitely. One day, and when the weather was lovely, I would go to the beach every day with the other mothers, and we'd sit down in a circle and we'd all chat on the beach, and all the children would be there swimming and playing. All day we'd do that. It was lovely. The harbour. I like to go to the harbour beach because it's a nice small beach and it's nice and sheltered. So, okay, the history. My family go back generations, and they would link to all the boats and the lifeboats. Yeah, so they had a strong link with the lifeboats and generations of my family. I'm just thinking about the town of Tenby itself. I think it's quite the same, really. Obviously, the shops have changed names, you know, and things have changed in the shops, but more or less everything stayed the same, I think. Porthgain is my favourite. It's lovely. It's like a fishing village. Yeah, it's a lovely place. You can just sit down. There's a pub. You can look at the view. There's not much to see, to be honest, but it's very relaxing. It's a really lovely area. Sorry. Oh yeah, I like shells. I'm always picking up shells, and I put them in the garden and keep them. I like that. I like shells. Definitely smells. The smell of the seaweed. That's one for me. Yeah, the smell of that. When I was small, my father used to take me out on the boats. I think it was in April. And I was with my uncle and my dad. We went to Caldy Island. And we were in the boat and it was very calm. The sea was really calm. And just like that, all of a sudden, it became rough and a storm came. And I was really scared, really terrified. And I remember trying to hold on. And everything was wet and the waves were coming in and the boat was kind of crashing into the waves. And my father was screaming to me, hold on. And he was trying to get me under into the safe part of the boat. And he was saying, you stay by there. And that's a big memory for me. Yeah. And I'm just thinking about another one. Again, my father would take me out. And we go on the lifeboats, and there would be the flares that would go up into the sky, and he would have to take me, and we'd run all the way to the lifeboats if we saw this flare, and we'd be holding my hand and running, and we'd go in, and you'd go all the way down the kind of the ramp. The lifeboat would go down the ramp and into the sea, and it was really scary, really interesting. I think that's my memory there, yeah. Because I can't visualize things, you know, and I have to feel things. And so when I felt that experience, that feeling of going down and up and down in the boats, it was just fantastic. Yeah, really good experience. But on the weekends, if the lifeboats were called by a flare, he would attend to the lifeboats. That's what I remember about that. Yeah. Same as my grandfather. He did it as well, did he? Yeah. So my grandfather did it as well, and my great grandfather. So it goes back generations. There's a history board in the lifeboat museum, and their names or pictures there. Their names and their pictures are there, and my uncle as well. They're all there.
Wow. And would they get called out late at night or early in the morning?
Well, they'd hear it. It wasn't a call on the phone necessarily. Maybe a bit of both at one point, but a flare would go out, and they would. What's that? Sorry. Oh, like a pager, like a buzzer. Yeah. So I was trying to think of the word then. Yeah, a buzzer, a pager would go off, and my uncle would see that, and but he worked in the police. And in the lifeboats, he did both, so he carried on with both. So yeah, my family have got a big history of working with the lifeboats.